Hello, what's good YouTube? Hope you guys are all doing well today and welcome to another episode of Stayin in D1. As you guys can see, we've won 3 games in a row. We're at 9 points with our 3-5-2 team. Things are looking good. We have some fitness issues here and there. A couple people are at 88 chemistry. I'm sorry, 88 fitness, but not a big deal. Usually if they hit 85, that's when I play a fitness card, but nothing to worry about. Come up against this guy who's using a Real Madrid team with everyone out of formation and out of position. He's got Abiati in goal in a 4-3-3, and you guys can see he's got 80 chemistry. And anytime I come up against a player like this, I don't know if they just don't know if chemistry matters or they think it doesn't. It doesn't make a difference. But I'll tell you guys, chemistry is huge. Make sure you guys make your teams with 100 chemistry. A lot of people say there's handicap. A lot of people say there's scripting. I do not agree with those two things. It's just something I've never believed in. I've never come up against a bronze team who's completely outplayed my gold team. I don't know. I'm sure if anyone beats me with a bronze team, it's because they're better players, not because of scripting or handicap. But you guys can see with his low chemistry, his defenders are just standing around, not really doing much. He tries sliding to block that shot, but takes out one of my players, and he ends up getting a red card. And you guys know, playing 4-3-3, defending is already difficult, and defending with 3 players now, or 3 defenders, is going to be even more hard for him. Or it's going to be harder for him, rather. And we end up getting the penalty and getting the second goal of the match in the 20th minute, as Lucas is going to put it to the right for us. The keeper's left. Don't really go down the middle anymore, simply because everyone is expecting it. As you guys saw there, he didn't even make a move, so I assume he thought I was going down the middle. But as you guys can see, Torres is just ripping apart his defense. He cannot do anything whatsoever to stop Torres. Part of it is probably because it's chemistry, as you guys can see, and as I've mentioned multiple times now, they are just standing around. They're not doing anything, and when he's manually controlling them, he's just sliding with them. And it was a really easy match for the most part. Again, Torres is just doing anything he wants with the ball. We feed it to him again as we go near post, and that's going to be our 5th goal in the 58th minute. It was complete domination. Eventually here, he tries to go somewhat on an attack, but we get the ball right away, and we give it to Valbuena, who we subbed in for Jesus Navas at the half, who's going to cross it into Mikli, which is going to be a nice little setup, but Mikli is going to go ahead and miss this shot. It would have been a nice goal, but unfortunately we go wide of the post there. He ends up making a mistake trying to deliver the ball to his center back. We intercept it, and Torres is going to finesse it with his weak foot again. Torres absolutely beasted this game. But he started passing around the back for literally the last 30 minutes of the match, and once we got in the 90th minute, I told myself, I'm scoring this, man, just to add a little bit more insult to injury, if that's the term they use. And that's how this one's going to end. 7-0 is this one, how it's going to go. You guys are going to see I have 35% possession simply because he passed the ball around the back the whole game after the second half. And we're at 12 points now, 4 wins, 0 draws, and 1 loss. So things are looking really, really good for us now. We have 5 games remaining in position for that Division 1 title, and we're going to hop into another game. We're going to go ahead and play some fitness cards on our players here. On Jesus Navas, we're going to play one. We're going to play one on Lucas, and we're going to play one on Ramirez. Ramirez is an absolute brilliant player. The only thing I don't like about him is he's always tired, probably because of that high work rate. But, man, he's a beast in that midfield. As a central defensive mid, he's an awesome player. Eventually now, as our next game, we come up against this guy, and look at that pace up front. Eto, Doumbia, and Emenike just ready to counterattack the living you-know-what out of us. So you have to be very careful when you come up against a team like this. You have to make sure you maintain possession, and your defense has to be on point. He was trying a lot of over-the-top through balls, which we were able to stop. You guys see, we're playing really good defense, but he does a great job, so hats off to him here to maintain possession. Find Carlos Eduardo on the right there, and we end up taking him out, and he draws the penalty. So he's going to end up getting the penalty as the first goal of the match, and it's always not a good thing when someone with a team like this scores the first goal, and the reason is teams like this with a lot of pace who can counter the crap out of you, you have to literally play mistake free. So when they get a goal ahead, you have to be careful not to let them score again, or else it's going to be a problem. I mean, literally all they need is one counter. But Juan Mata with a beautiful little pass. We're going to toss it off to Torres here, and Torres again with a great finesse shot with his left foot, his weak foot, to slot it past the keeper. And as you guys can see here, he's just trying over the top through balls again with his pacey attackers. We're able to stop it for the most part. Go ahead and build up this play a little bit here. Juan Mata delivers the ball. but it gets intercepted. We get lucky to maintain possession, as we always get lucky to maintain possession. And Ramirez, as I was talking about him before, look at this great little run, and he's going to finish for us. A beautiful little finish from Ramirez. Makes the run from the midfield all the way up the pitch and scores for us in the 44th minute. But after the half here, we play some good defense still, and we're going to go ahead and thread the needle through these passes. As you guys can see, just ping-pong passing. Demba Ba, we end up making a mistake. I thought he was pulling out the keeper, but he makes up for it, uses his strength past the defender, and we go top corner far post. Absolutely demolish that ball with Demba Ba, and he's going to give us a 3-1 lead. But this man did not give up. He played very, very well in the second half, and he was able to score one here as the ball gets saved initially by our keeper, and it bounces right to Emenike, who scores the header and gives them 3-2. And again, this is what I mean. Anytime they score, all they need is one chance, and this one chance, he's going to equalize with McGeady. And I knew it. As soon as he scored that second goal, I knew it, but we end up playing a ball to Torres, and Demba Ba with a nasty little back heel to Torres. And Torres again with another goal. He's absolutely destroying teams. So we're going to go ahead and take the 4-3 lead. But to ensure our victory, to secure our lead, we went ahead and got another goal in the 88th minute as Torres. Who else but Torres? I mean, he's absolutely destroying people. One of my favorite strikers in the BPL. And I start shushing him. I don't know why, because I was being a little bit of a douchebag. But you guys see, here's the match stats. And the reason I shushed him is because he's using Emenike, Eto, and Dumbia up front. I mean, come on. Come on, son. So we end up winning at 15 points, 4 games left, 5 wins, 0 draws, 1 loss. And this guy ends up sending me this message right here. You guys are going to see shortly. He ends up sending me this message. I don't know why, but lots of hatred. He says, yeah, but your mom has cancer, your dad died in 9/11, and you know what, your little sister, good night, much love. So thank you, Dury1993, or Drury, whatever your name is. I appreciate your support and kindness to me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new episode of Stayin in D1. You guys all have a great one. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you guys are enjoying my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's daily uploads. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.